It is officially the last week of Operation Grand Heist, and I don't know how to start this video. I don't know how to say this. I don't really know how you guys are going to take this, but something weird is going on over at Treyarch, and Activision isn't telling us what's going on. Treyarch isn't telling us what's going on. But, I mean, I guess a good place to start is the fact that there is nothing new in today's patch. Nothing new is added. All I know is that a bunch of things that they promised were coming out in Operation Grand Heist didn't, and there is no explanation as to why from Treyarch or from Activision. It is one of the weirdest stretches of Call of Duty I have ever seen. Tuesday is normally update day in every Call of Duty, and lately we've been getting nothing. We've been promised a lot, but getting absolutely nothing. And that's what today's video is going to be all about. What is supposed to be here? Where the hell is it? And then at the end of the video, we are going to be talking about what the hell is going on over at Treyarch and what's going on with Operation 4. Because a week from today, Operation 4 is supposed to be coming out. A brand new operation with new content, normally a new specialist character, new weapons, and we have heard absolutely zero. So that is what we are going to be talking about today. It's definitely not going to be a nice video towards Treyarch or Activision, but I'm going to try to keep in mind that they are a development studio and they do still have to build a game, and I know that's not easy. But at the same time, if you're going to promise something, you better damn well bring it out when you say you're going to, or at least give a reason why it's not out. Anyway, now before we dive in too hard on Black Ops 4, I just want to let you guys know that I was looking at my analytics yesterday, and I realized that like 70% of you that watch my videos are actually not subscribed to me. And in the next couple of weeks, we are going to get a lot of information on Operation 4 and even on the next Call of Duty game, Modern Warfare 4 or Call of Duty 2019, whatever it is. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel and you want to stay up to date on everything Call of Duty, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you have notifications turned on, and that way you can stay up to date on everything Call of Duty. Now, as far as Operation Grand Heist goes, what the hell is missing? What am I talking about here? So the first one, this is the biggest one, is the Mini 14. Now, the reason why this is the biggest one is because this got leaked the very first day Operation Grand Heist came out. Reason being is it's in the trailer, it is in the promotional material, and it is in the game files on PC. Day one of Operation Grand Heist. In other words, 63 days ago. In other words, over 2 months ago, and it is still not in the game. And in those 2 months, we haven't received any new weapons in the game other than a $30 hammer, with no explanation from Treyarch. So where is the Mini 14? Some people also call it the Vendetta. We have no idea. Nobody knows where it is. Nobody knows if it's coming to the game. Is it coming in Operation 4? Who the hell knows? I guess we'll find out next Tuesday. The second thing, very similar to the Mini 14, is Misty. Misty was supposed to be added as a Blackout character who was once again in the trailer for Operation Grand Heist and has been nowhere. Now, also on top of that, we saw some menu footage saying that she is going to be a special order. In other words, you have to pay for her, which is fine, but Misty is nowhere to be seen. Gone completely, not in the game, not to be added, no word from Treyarch. Not there. So similar to the Mini 14, we don't really know what's going on with that as well. But it goes further than this. Many things that some people haven't even talked about, including game modes. So what you're looking at here is the roadmap that they gave us for Operation Grand Heist. In other words, this tells us everything that was supposed to be added during Operation Grand Heist. Now, to their credit, they got most of this. They almost literally nailed every single thing on this list. However, there's one that a lot of people have been waiting for that has not come out yet, and that would be Prop Hunt. You can see it right there in this season, in the multiplayer. Prop Hunt is not in the game, and it's nowhere to be found. And once again, Treyarch and Activision have not said anything about it. All we know is they said it was going to be an Operation Grand Heist, and it is not there now. The next one is Ambush 2.0, and, well, I'll let you hear what they had to say about that.
Here we've got a brand new 2.0 version of Ambush coming soon.
Oh, okay. We can talk about Ambush, right? So,
that live stream was on March 25th. It is almost exactly a month later. Still no Ambush 2.0. Nobody knows where it is. And I don't know why they would tell us it was coming soon when it didn't at all. In fact, they talked about Ambush 2.0 before they talked about Alcatraz, which doesn't make any sense. Why would they tell us about that first, not add it, and then add Alcatraz, and Ambush 2.0 is nowhere to be found? It's weird. And again, it's weird because there is no communication in place. And then the last thing for you zombies players is the Dead of the Night gauntlet. This is something that they said was going to be the next thing they added into zombies, and once again, nowhere to be found. So here's what I see out of all of this. When Operation Grand Heist was added, I was excited. I thought this was going to be a good step forward for Black Ops 4, and as far as when that was added in, I saw a new 100 tiers, I saw a new mode coming in Blackout, I saw 2 new multiplayer maps, and the promise from Treyarch that they were going to add more content throughout Operation Grand Heist. And they did that to a certain extent. They added more game modes into multiplayer this operation. They, I think, knocked it out of the park with Alcatraz, so they did some good things. But what went out the window was clarity, and was communication, and was the sense of knowing what in the hell is going on with the video game I play every day. But even though they added all of these great things, they added a free new map, they added a brand new map to Blackout, they added all of this stuff, I still think Operation Grand Heist was a disappointment. And how can I say that if I'm saying they added a bunch of great things to the game? Because I feel like there is more things in Operation Grand Heist that disappointed people than things that people absolutely loved. For example, as soon as Grand Heist was released, they also released supply drops, changing the reserve system and frustrating a lot of players. And I will admit that they did fix that a little bit. They changed the way the system works, and it is a little bit better. But some people were just pissed off that they added in supply drops altogether. Now, after that cooled down, the dust settled, and a couple weeks later, they added in a $30 hammer, which, as we talked about before, is more expensive than going to the store and buying an actual hammer. On top of that, there was the Shamrock and Awe event, which was supposed to be this giant event with a bunch of new items, the Mini 14, and ended up just being a buyable package where you could buy some green items. So even though they were adding all of these great things into the game, they were overshadowed by the things that were just there disappointing people. Now, some people are going to say that they're just going to make up for it with Operation 4. They're going to bring out the Mini 14 right away. There's going to be extra weapons. They already said that they are bringing out 3 new maps, so we have that to look forward to. But quite honestly, I think something much fishier is going on over at Treyarch. If you remember back in Call of Duty World War II, this exact same thing happened right before Michael Condrey and Glenn Schofield were essentially fired. They gave them a promotion, but let's be honest, they were fired. And the thing with that is, after they left, the game really started to develop, and it was basically a fresh start for the game. Is something like that going on at Treyarch? Possibly, but I think they have something big coming that is taking away from all of these promises that they have made to us. Now, a thing that I talked about, I think, literally a month ago, is that at this time in Call of Duty World War II had like 8 DLC weapons, and at this point, we have 5 in Black Ops 4. So, as you can see, there is much less content to keep the game fresh right now in Black Ops 4 than any other Call of Duty game in the recent past. And it's weird. It once again comes down to the lack of communication. If Treyarch came out and simply said, hey, you know what, Prop Hunt, we're not done yet, but it will be out in 2 weeks. Okay. That's fine. At least we know. So then the last thing I wanted to talk about is Operation 4. So Operation 4 comes out next week on PlayStation. We haven't got a teaser yet. Now, some people are saying, oh, they're waiting for that. Well, to give you an idea, with Operation Grand Heist, they started teasing things, at least for Blackout, 9 days before the event. That would have been Sunday. It is now Tuesday, a week out from the new operation, and absolutely nothing. No teasers, no Easter eggs in game, no hints as to what the next operation will be, nothing. Now, aside from Blackout, 7 days before the event, Treyarch actually started teasing things to come in Operation Grand Heist. So in other words, today, before Operation Grand Heist, there was teasers for One in the Chamber, Prestiges in Blackout, and they started to change their images on Twitter to kind of hint at Outrider coming as well. Once again, today, no teasers. So here's our options at this point. Option number 1, something massive is coming, and they're really trying to keep it secret, and it's going to be awesome for Operation 4. I doubt that. Option number 2 is nothing is coming for Operation 4. There is no Operation 4 coming next Tuesday, and on that day, Operation Grand Heist ends and nothing starts up. That is the 2 things I could see happening right now, and It is possible that they just added a fresh 100 tiers on Tuesday with no real big event that happens. But I don't really see that. I see it either going one way or the other. The weird thing is normally when they have these big events coming, whether that be Alcatraz, Operation Grand Heist, Treyarch does a stream telling us what is coming, what to expect, and there hasn't been any of that. And I think it's causing a lot of people to just straight up leave the game because they don't know if there's going to be new content. There was supposed to be a new weapon that was in the trailer 63 days ago, and we still haven't got that, and it appears that we are not going to be getting that. So what is going on here, and why hasn't anyone told us what to expect or what is coming? Or maybe this is just the end of the game. Maybe they're not going to update it anymore until Modern Warfare 4. Who the hell knows? I don't know, and this is my job to know what is going on with the game. So it shows you in how much of a disarray Treyarch and Activision are with Black Ops 4 right now. And I'm curious to hear what you have to say. Have you stopped playing the game because of the lack of content? Are you not frustrated at all with it? Are you like me and are just like, okay, what is going on here? Let me know down in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this video, I know it wasn't very positive like my videos normally are, but I would really appreciate it if you could hit that like button. And like I said before, if you're new to the channel and want to stay up to date on everything Call of Duty, want to stay up to date on the new Call of Duty coming out next year, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you have notifications on. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars.